finna do with this coronavirus. I ain't finna take a trip with this coronavirus. Move, bitch, you got coronavirus.
He was talking about buying gloves, and he wasn't going to go anywhere, and he locked himself in his house. And he's back on the attack for the Detroit Lions. We'll get the Poundcake sports break for the week tomorrow. And then Thursday, we'll get Terry the Goat's Week 14 picks. I had to wait until last night's game was over for Monday Night Football. She picked the Bills over the Patriots. That did not happen.
Nope.
I think I read that the Patriots passed the ball 3 times.
Yeah. And still won.
Yeah, and still won. So Terry for Week 13 went 4-7. So there are 4 weeks remaining in the regular season. And we usually get her picks on Thursdays. That is Terry the Goat out in Carlton, Pennsylvania, out at Marcinek Farms. And it's been a rough season for her. This is her 3rd season with the show. And she's been all over the place. But 4-7 is probably her average. And the number of picks that she's given us.
Yeah, I was in Detroit on Sunday. And, man, those Todd Berry fans were so happy the Lions won.
Why is that?
I'm just joking because they're not much crossover there.
Between Todd Berry and NFL fans.
Yeah.
It's got to be some, right?
I'm sure there were some, but not really many.
Was it mentioned and people just kind of stared and...
No one even...
They weren't even paying attention.
Not one person brought it up. Where, like, if it had been, like, in Cleveland, somebody was bringing up the fact that the Browns had won a game if they were, like, facing a season with a winless season. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to bring it up, but not one person. But it was a fun show. It was a fun weekend working with Todd Berry. We stayed in Detroit on Sunday, and the pool, like the hotel had a pool in it, and they had a hot tub that was
what was the hotel?
11 o'clock. Renaissance.
Marriott,
okay. Something like that. And the show ended about 9:30, 9 o'clock. We got back to the hotel around 10 o'clock. I'm like, you know what? I got time. We can go sit in the hot tub for a little bit before I go to bed. And so I go down there, turn on some music. I'm having a drink in the pool, in the hot tub. Just having a good time, just by myself, kind of relaxing, decompressing. And
this is the hot tub, like adjacent to the indoor hotel pool.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I'm in there for about 10 minutes.
With a drink?
Like a White Claw. Just.
Huh.
Yeah.
There's no
Just
rules in
sipping it.
hotels. You can do that.
You can't have glass.
There are rules in hotels. That's why I asked. You're
Right.
not supposed to have booze by the pool.
No, you
Since
can't.
when?
You
At
can't.
a hotel pool?
Yeah. Dude, you know how many times I've filled the trash can from my bathroom with ice and put beers in it and taken it to the pool?
I know people do it. The question is, are you supposed to do it?
I think glass might be the rule.
Yeah, glass I'm not going to take in there. But one White Claw, not a garbage can full of booze.
All right, well, relax.
Mary used to be a different person.
Yes. I just wanted it, it was because it was
You
just
take
me.
the edge off.
Yeah, take the edge off. Just get a little heat. It was a cold, rainy night, so I was like, this will be fun. And I'm in there for about 10 minutes, and then this lady and 2 children come in, and I'm like, oh, I'm probably gonna go swimming or something like that. And I noticed they don't really have anything with them. Like they don't really. Maybe they're wearing their swimsuits underneath their clothes or something. Nope. They come right over to the hot tub, take off their clothes, get into their underwear, and get into the hot tub. And the lady's probably their grandma. I'm guessing she's probably in her 60s, maybe 50s. And then it's like a 10, 11-year-old girl and like a 3-year-old girl. And they're like, they just literally like walk over, take off all their clothes, get like the little 3-year-old gets down to just a pair of panties and gets in.
Yeah. And
I'm just like, all right, this is fun. I gotta go, guys.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. That was weird. And
you're in baby soup all of a sudden.
yeah, and also the grandma was just wearing like a white tank top.
Yeah.
No bra.
No bra. And I'm like, I'm not gonna. This is.
But then she sits in and they'll float.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah, I didn't want to see that. It was not something I was interested in.
I'm actually
Couple little floaty sausages on top of the white foam.
I'm surprised, traveling as much as you have, that you even went into the hotel hot tub
Why?
because they're gross.
I know they're gross, but I shower right as
Bacterial
soon as
frap.
I know that I'm going to go in there and then take a shower as soon as I get out of there.
Yeah.
So like as soon as I'm done, like I walk to my room and get into like a scalding hot
You
shower.
don't even have to worry about yeast infections, man. That's nice.
One of the times that we went to Mexico early on, the place that we were staying, all these neighborhood kids, when school was out, they would just run onto the resort and jump into the pools.
Nothing you can do.
Nothing. They're wearing diapers. I'm like,
Yeah.
is this like? I don't want to be an a-hole, but
Yeah.
like I'm paying to
a
be
lot of
here,
money,
a
yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
money, and yeah.
Yeah, so it's just weird that they just come in there. I'm listening to Steve Winwood, having some, just having myself a little night, and then all of a sudden, there's a family in their underwear in the hot tub with me. I'm like, I'm
People are
gonna
gross,
leave.
man.
What
I'm gonna
if
leave.
it had just been the grandma?
Oh, he's staying.
Would you have struck up a conversation?
No, because they did not speak English.
Oh, you buried the lead. So there was nothing
don't-
you were going to say to get these people like, hey, no bueno.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, I didn't think it was that important, but I don't think that's the lead. I think the lead is they got in the hot tub in their underwear.
Right, but the question about a conversation, we
Yeah.
wouldn't have been able to start one.
Yeah, yeah.
There was no point at which you said, hey,
Any requests? DJ Bill over here.
get the hell out of here,
No, they had every right to go and use it too, and I was in there long enough. I wasn't planning on being there much longer because they had the timer. It's like 15-minute max. I was coming up on 15 minutes. I was at 10. I'm like, yeah, that's good enough for me. It's not as relaxing if there's people in their underwear in the hot tub with you that you didn't want in there.
Yeah.
There's some people if they're in their underwear got in there. Yeah, I'm sticking around, or maybe I'm going to get more White Claws.
Right.
But in this case, it was time to call it a night.
There is a twist to this story. Bill gets out. He's just wearing his underwear.
No bra.
Yeah, I did not wear a bra.
No
White
bra.
tank top.
Nope. White claw in one hand,
Yeah.
holding on to the skivs in the other. Yep. So you didn't get out and shoot them a disapproving look?
No.
Did you shake your head and huff and puff? Did you sigh audibly?
Nope. I just said, have a nice night. And they said, huh?
They said, what? We don't speak. We already told you we don't speak English.
She managed to thank you, so she understood it. Some English, but I knew that wasn't going to, because they were all speaking to each other in Spanish. So I was like, I'm not going to try and figure this out. But yeah, it was just kind of weird. It's a weird thing to do. And I was telling that to Todd Baird. He's like, well, first of all, I would never go into that hot tub.
That's
course.
That's the first thing that
course.
threw me off. I was like, what are you doing in that hot tub, man?
Yeah. Well,
Would you not go into a hot tub?
no.
No.
At a hotel pool?
I got one really
Nope.
bad yeast infection on the road when I first started going out on the road because I was like, oh, a pool, a hot tub. I used to use them all the time. And when I first started going out, I got a real bad yeast infection. The doctor was like, yeah, you were in a gross hotel hot. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
It's got chemicals in it.
It doesn't matter. They're not cleaning it.
And it didn't look dirty.
It's
Nice
because
hotel.
something doesn't look dirty.
Right, but that's what I'm
doesn't
saying. But
mean
that's why as soon as I got out of there, I'd take a shower.
I get weird even about going like outdoor hotel pools. I'll usually do because they have to
Swim in
keep those.
Lake Erie.
Yeah, but Lake Erie is not. I've never had a problem in Lake Erie. I've been
But Lake
swimming there
Erie,
my whole life.
Lake Erie though is unequivocally gross.
But I've never had anything happen to
You've
me.
never
from
had a
sleeping in-
yeast infection
Yeah,
from
I've
swimming
never
in
had
Lake
a UTI
Erie.
from swimming in Lake Erie.
Right.
Maybe that's just because I'm used to Lake Erie. But yeah, I don't trust. Dude, you see people who work at hotels? They don't care.
People who work at the hotels?
Like, yeah,
I worked in a hotel
The
many
front
years
desk
ago.
person I don't feel like cares if the hotel jacuzzi gets cleaned. I think that's
I
the
was
last
very
thing to check.
diligent as the front desk manager at the Richmond Hotel in downtown Chicago. Thank you
And
very
you made
much.
sure that the jacuzzi was cleaned every single time.
Yes.
Yeah?
I had to talk to the maintenance crew. I go, hey, is that jacuzzi clean? And they
What's
go,
the bromine level?
They go, we don't have a jacuzzi. I go, well done. Keep it up.
That was a
That's
test.
That was a
testing you.
test. That's right. Al and I was on honeymoon in Mexico. My husband and I were alone in a huge resort hot tub. A really hairy Greek man in a Speedo came and sat literally 4 inches from me in a huge hot tub. Some people have no boundaries.
Yeah, they just don't. They're like, I'm just looking for a good jet.
Especially in your situation, it's no fun because those hotel hot tubs aren't huge.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
like
it was a
maybe like a
pretty-
4-person hot tub.
No, this one is big. This one probably could fit like 8 or 10 people in it. So it's not like they were like right next to me. And they weren't rude or anything like that. It just felt weird to be in there when they're all in their
Two little
underwear.
kids, yeah.
So I was just like, I'm going to get out of here.
Is there any chance that the woman felt a kindred spirit because she sensed that you are grandma friendly.
She knew.
No, I don't think.
She
think
could
was
read
aware
it
of
on
me.
you?
I don't think she cared one little bit about me.
Okay.
But this goes. I did listen to a little bit of the show yesterday, and it was when Mary was talking about how she thought she got drugged because she was so horny when she got to her hotel in Indianapolis, and that's actually something that I think you'll experience more as you increase the stepmomming in your life.
What do you mean?
Because you are horny for not having responsibilities.
Oh, you think that's what it is? That I check into the hotel and I'm just like, wow, I don't have anything to do. And I just instantly get turned on.
So that's your Pavlov's response?
Kind of, yeah. Because this is how I was for years. Like when I was like doing the road every week for 8 years, you know, you were looking forward to getting there because there was no disturbance around. So you could actually enjoy it. And you had just spent your first full day with your boyfriend's daughter. Mm-hmm. So I think subconsciously you're like, even though you can take care of yourself or do whatever at home, this is like, oh man, I'm so far removed from any responsibility. And so you're like, yes, let's do this.
Maybe. I didn't even think about that. But it was only one day.
Yeah, because the first day is that's
and a recent development.
Yeah.
But maybe not enough to really override your sense of independence yet. That will get there.
What will get there?
The step, as Bill points out, the stepmomming, as that gets more frequent, it'll be directly proportional to the amount of time that you have to spend stepmomming, directly proportional to the amount of time that you feel horny alone.
Yeah, horny for loneliness. So the name of my
horny for solitude.
Yeah, there you go.
Mary Santora's new album. Alan, I thought Mary said she enjoys a public pool.
I go, yeah. Maybe I'm just being contradictory. I don't know.
Is that just because there's more of it?
Like a hotel pool and a public pool got to be equal levels gross.
I don't think so. For whatever reason, I feel like they clean. I think because the people who work at a hotel pool or at a public pool specifically work at that pool. That's all that they do. The people who work at the hotel, I feel like they're multitasking. They're doing all kinds of stuff that it could just kind of fall to the wayside. That they don't think about it.
I think it's a sensory difference. I think it's more in our brains that a hot tub, because it's hot, because it's
bubbly,
frothy.
Foam.
Yeah, I think in our brains we go, oh God, whatever's in here is getting into my crevices right now.
Yeah.
Actively. It's bubbling into my crevices.
But you know what? I don't know. I think I might just be weird about hot tubs because my boyfriend and I stayed in a cabin in Tennessee that had a hot tub. And I was like, I'm sure they have a cleaning lady or whatever, but I didn't trust it. I was like, I feel like they either forget.
You're hot tub phobic.
I might be hot tub phobic, or like I just am so worried about. I got a finicky vagina, man.
Okay, well, and that's the difference too. Is my vagina is not very finicky at all.
Your vagina's not finicky.
No, it's not. I'm strong like bull.
Just batting out bacteria left and right.
No one wants to touch my vagina.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I the next day I questioned whether I should have gotten in that hot tub in Mexico with the two guys, with the husbands, because my friend that took me down there, she's like, you party. She's like, not only did you sit in that hot tub, she's like, you did stuff in that hot tub. She's like, those things, she's like, I don't trust those. Ooh, it feels so good. They're on the balcony of a hotel room in a resort. She was like, they're not scrubbing those every single time they clean the room.
That's what I mean. But maybe public pools are just throwing tons and tons of chemicals in there that there's nothing that I feel like
that's why when you get in one, you eventually get out because your eyes are burning.
Yeah, your skin feels
it's got
tight.
nothing to do with the other stuff.
On?
You're like, I got to get the hell out of here. It's like...
And I like a public pool because I like laying out. I like laying out in the sun, and usually a public pool is a place I can do that, go dip in, cool off, go back and lay out. You can't lay out at an indoor hotel pool.
You can. You just look very, very strange.
Got my sunglasses on.
You got that metal thing, or what's that reflective thing under your chin? Yeah.
I like a hotel pool. also on Saturday, a customer came out to the show at the Winchester where I was performing with Todd Barry, and she brought a very drunk friend, and they had to get tossed because her drunk friend, and the show was already over, but we're like doing merch sales afterwards, and her drunk friend like walks behind there and is like sidled up to next, like in between me and Todd Barry, and security's like,
Well, I bet he loved that.
oh yeah, he's like, what the hell? And like security's like, yo, you gotta go, and she's like, what? I'm just trying to, and they're like, you can't do that, like that's ridiculous. And so to that customer, thank you for coming out. Bring a different friend next time.
So they were different levels of drunk.
Well, the customer was not drunk at all. Like she was just like a regular, very kind, sweet person. But her friend was hammered to the point of like got there late. The credit to the customer of the Alan Cox Show, she knew her friend couldn't sit through the show, so she took her out and was not sitting in the showroom.
Where were they coming from?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
somewhere
get
where
that
they
much.
got. Yeah.
But I just know that she was very apologetic, and I appreciate that. But your friend is a little crazy there. A little too much booze.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
What's going on, Mike?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I just had a comment about the hotel pools.
Yeah.
I used to build for Holiday Inn, and a lot of them are all computerized. They have alarms that go off if any of your pH balances or anything else is off on the pool water. So they are pretty safe now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't imagine that one of the duties of somebody working at the front desk or whatever
Skipping
is
the pool.
Well, yeah, or like putting a thermometer in twice
Right.
an hour, you know.
Yeah, not like the old days. That was pretty bad back then.
So then, so somewhere, you know, if something gets hinky, there's like an alarm that goes off somewhere, and then somebody goes and figures it out.
Yes, absolutely. So if you walk by that little door that's usually in most of the hotel pools and you hear a beeping noise, don't go in the pool.
There you go.
Because
There was no
the pH is
beeping.
on,
Now we
no
know.
beeping at all.
Bill, do you remember my college graduation?
Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you.
You remember my college graduation party? There was a pool right across the hallway from that ballroom, and we were like, when we get drunk tonight, we're gonna go skinny dip in there. And we went down there, and it looked like the pool from
I remember that pool.
Friday After Next.
Oof, that thing.
Do you remember?
No, it was
Green?
it was really small, and it was
They didn't fill up the water all the way. It was like it was
not
like
an
knee
active
high.
pool. Yeah,
It looked like they could just set lawn chairs in there and you could just soak your feet. It
Yeah.
was so gross. That was like our thing. We got a room up there, and that was all of us thinking like, we're gonna get drunk. I just graduated college. Like, this is a big deal. We're gonna get drunk and skinny dip in that pool. And we went down there. We were like, you know what? Never mind. We're good.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that to me. I'm like, no, I saw the pool. I'm good on that.
That was after we were like C-blocking you. You had two girls in
Yeah,
the
thanks
room.
again for that. Appreciate that. That was cool of you.
I think that's why we went down to the room, because we were trying to come and get you guys.
Hi, this is Erica Lauren for Swing and Spas, conveniently located in Manaway and now in Medina. It's your one-stop shop for all your summer needs. Check out hot summer deals going on now, like 50% off 8-inch Black Wave chlorine sticks.
Remember when we cut up the fake commercial? We had to read the fake commercial.
Yeah, this is before I was on the show, though.
Oh, yeah?
Hot tub, it's time to get warm and wet and have a bangin' three-way with Swing and 8-inch Black.
We had to read fake copy that I wrote, and it was like, oh, okay. And we'll just cut it up.
Hot tub.
Alan, today is the first time I've realized that my children listen to you and understand the radio. My 4-year-old son just asked if he could go in the hot tub in his underwear. Yeah, why not?
Why were you talking about beer holes and penises on the radio, Daddy?
Wait until you have to watch the kid at the pool.
We did that.
Did
We
you?
already
Just
did
you and her?
We were at the water park over the summer.
Just you and her?
Yeah, those two got in a fight, and I told the story on air.
Your
with those-
boyfriend and the
My-
daughter gets into a
They
fight.
were going at it, and I went and just swiped my credit card and paid for a cabana, and I was like, you need a timeout.
Oh, right.
I told him, I was like, go sit down. We're going to the wave pool. I'll come back in an hour.
You're separating father
I
and
did.
young daughter.
I was like, because everybody.
Go to your corners.
Yes, everybody's aggravated with one another. I'm like, I will buy a cabana, put whatever foods you need to eat or drinks on my credit card. I'm taking her away for an hour. And we're
Yeah.
gonna figure this out.
Yeah.
It is terrifying, though, because she kept trying to convince me that she didn't need a life jacket. And I was like, I haven't seen you swim, and you're damned if you're going to drown in the 30 minutes that I've got you by yourself. I was like, how about we just keep it on for now? When Dad comes back, we'll talk about it.
I'm not yet at no safety vest point with you yet.
Right. You can't get hurt on my watch. Did I talk about how he bought me I have a car seat in my car now? A booster seat? Yeah. How he was all freaking out about how to put it in.
But did you get your booster shot?
I did not get my booster shot. I'm going to wait till we're off air.
Yeah, I made my appointment for when we're on vacation.
Yeah, I'm doing mine the day after.
Alan let Poundcake know that hotel that he had his grad party at is shut down and closed up now.
How does he know where I had my grad party?
Maybe you mentioned it at the time.
I never said
our
the
audience,
name of
Maybe they are someone that was at the grad party.
maybe they were there. Maybe they worked.
I had like 12 people at my grad party.
That's it? You made it sound like a real banger.
It was my
You
family.
had 11 people and Bill?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, we had fun with the
friends.
12 people that were there.
There's more than that stopping through though. It was
a whole day.
It was
party.
it was a long party. There was probably 50 or 60 people that stopped through because
Yeah,
Erica
that's what
did
you
come
made it
through
sound
too. Like, didn't Erica come through at some point?
No, she was sick.
Oh,
She didn't pull up? All right, I got to take a break. If you want to get a text for anything, 35192. If you're hoping to get to that Ghost and Volbeat show in Columbus, I got tickets for you after this break. They're going to play the Nationwide Arena in February. 35192 if you want to